Hello, welcome. Watch the Game podcast. It's your boy L.A. Cheatham.
It's your boy Pennjamin Bannekar. What's up, good people?
Penn, the bubble. The bubble's in full blast. Can't even keep up with all the action.
Listen, I was skeptical that they was gonna be able to get it going, but they did, and I am so thankful that we got NBA basketball.
Hey, shout out to Major League Baseball. Shout out to the Major League Soccer,
MLS,
and the WNBA. NHL got kicked off 2 days ago. Hey, sports in America is back and it's live. We don't know who wins in these games. It's live. We're not watching old games anymore. We're watching live sports. You know, that's to be celebrated in America. Penn, the bubble is wide open, man. They got to playing the Clippers and the Lakers.
First game,
well, actually,
second game,
Utah and New Orleans opened things up. And how fitting it was for Rudy Gobert to hit the first bucket in the bubble, because, as you all know, on March 11th, they shut the league down, and he was one of the first players to test positive,
touching all the mics and
for
stuff.
COVID-19.
For the 19.
So, it's only fitting that he scored the first 2 points in the bubble.
You think that was by design? They went to him first, or you think it was by coincidence?
I hope not. I'm just gonna say, I'm just happy that Rudy's back. I'm happy the NBA is back, and it looked like those guys are inspired to play the game. Look like they miss playing the game, and they're doing a hell of a job in celebrating each other's efforts down there in the bubble. With not having any fans, hey.
You all fool.
I didn't know I was going to enjoy it as much as I am, but I take what I can get right now. The bubble is open.
I mean, it was a 2-point game. It was a competitive game. I'll tell you what I didn't like, though. Well, not even about the game, though. Your boy Zion, he looked like he ate cheeseburgers, Big Macs, pizzas, whole pizzas by himself the whole time he was in quarantine. He looked like he put on 20 pounds.
Well, like I said earlier, we was talking earlier, I said, Zion, I think one of his biggest challenges towards being a professional basketball player is going to be his condition. At least the first couple seasons. Under the tough circumstances, coming in the league with an injury, fighting through that, and then just the travel and just the requirements that it takes to be a professional basketball player in this league. And then not to mention whatever he's doing off the court, promoting his brand or whatever, I think he put a lot of emphasis on that going into the beginning of this season. And you can see it. I mean, it takes away from the time you have to put into your craft. With that being said, Utah and New Orleans opened it up. And you can see that when Zion was on the floor, he was always the last person to get back. I don't care if it was offense or defense. He did make a hell of a play to Lonzo.
The round-the-back
pass.
Yeah. I appreciated that. But, I mean, just watching him play, I mean, he didn't make really no impact on the game. You could say he was rusty. I just thought he was overweight. I mean, he still got balance. He still got the balance.
That's the reason why he's there. He's a freak. He's an athletic. He's a big boy. Got a lot to move around.
But yeah, he didn't have no impact on the game. I mean, they most impactful player was probably B.I. Brandon Ingram.
He did. The game did go through Brandon Ingram that night. I will agree to that. But the way the game was played, New Orleans led the whole night. Pretty much ended up losing that game at the end. Rudy Gobert come back at the end of the game and hit 2 big free throws to clinch the victory. But the thing that stood out to me was I don't think Zion was on the floor in the final minutes of the game. And then, to be a premier player in the league in the tight game, you got to be on the floor when the game is on the line, man, unless you fouled out.
You're not calling him a premier player in the league. You're just saying if you're going to be viewed as such.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And if I got to watch commercials, and if they got to promote that tells me he's a premier basketball player. He's the face of he's the face of the Pelicans. You know.
But I mean, Brandon Ingram, he took the game winner.
I know that, but this is the point we're making. Exactly. They're promoting Zion to it, so we need Zion to be in the game, crucial moments, making crucial plays at the end. Bottom line is, Ingram got the job done. We end up losing the game in the end.
Yeah, Ingram had 23. I'm looking at Zion's stats. He played 15 minutes, 13 points, 1 assist, no rebound. How you get no rebound?
That's supposed to be your one of your key stays of your position is to rebound the basketball.
He has none. 0.
No rebounds. Hey, let's get Zion some time. I mean,
I just want the dude to be in shape. That's it.
Might be a while for that. I mean, you got to get through the bubble. They trying to get a playoff spot, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe he'll get better as they play more games. I mean, but he's got to be healthy. This is one of my biggest things with Zion. He's got to be healthy. He's got to be in shape. Maybe it'll get better at the end as they get inch closer to the playoffs. But if they make the playoffs, I believe he has to play a key role.
Oh yeah, the minutes restriction got to come off. The league got to have that come off if they make the playoffs. I mean, let's think about it. If you really examine the whole picture, the whole reason that we got 22 teams down there instead of the 16 playoff teams is so Zion can get in there.
Well,
that's the whole reason.
That's what you said.
That's the whole reason.
Okay, now I take your word for it. Like I say, I'm enjoying the play. Look like the guys inspired to play ball. I've got a whole new appreciation for NBA basketball after, so many years of not being a big fan of it because of the style of play. So now I'm trying to take another approach and just, reconsider a lot of things, like how they play. But like I said, the last 3 or 4 minutes of every game, I don't care if you're shooting 3 ball or 2 ball. You got to manage the game. I don't care how many threes you make, how many you take. At the end of the game, you have to match the basketball game. We got a lot of teams blowing leads.
We just saw one today.
Games.
Yeah, we just saw one today.